Welcome to my channel. I'm Jazzie Jones-Smith, your Sojazzie homegirl. I wanted to come right in with a bang 2022 and say happy New Year. This is the turning point for many of us to have a better outlook on life, to have the things that we want and the things that we have been manifesting come true. Now, I'm not necessarily a manifest coach. I'm not this broad person that's into anything but what I have done and what has worked for me. And I thought with all of the people that I hear from, all of the people that I train with, sat under paid training classes, life coaches, singing bowls, crystals, the whole nine. I thought, you know what? Let me share my experience and then let me tell you what I am doing and see if you want to join me. Stay tuned. Worker. We're back. Now, as you see, I am drinking some wonderful ginger, turmeric, and honey tea. Amazing. Little black pepper. But anyway, I am a mugger. I'm many things, but I am a mugger, meaning I love mugs. And this one is about you and me. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay. Hold on, let me get another sip. Anyway, so many of you that are on this channel or watching me live, you know me. I'm Jazzie Jones-Smith, wife, mother, doggy mom, 30 years master cosmetologist, educator, real estate agent, realtor in California. I have a retail brand, Jazzy Girl brand, cosmetics and skincare, fashion, accessories, travel advisor, trucking business, blah, blah. Many hats, many hats. But the one thing I am most is a believer, one in God, the God of my understanding. Two, I am a believer in Jazzy. Took a long time to get there. And I'm a believer in you. Okay? So having said that, I just want to give you a few things that have worked for me. And then I want to tell you about the Sojazzie Girl Investments Group. And that is kind of the after of what I'm about to tell you. In order for us to get the things, let me not even say us. Let me just tell you about me. In order for me to get the things in my life, did y'all hear me just drop my flip-flops? In order for me to get the things in life that I have been able to obtain, I had to believe that I could do it. I had to believe that despite what anybody says, and oh my God, there are so many people that will tell you you can't. But there also are so many people that will tell you that you can. And that's the one that you have to hold on to. But I want to tell you about what I decided this year, actually going from last year into this year. I decided that I'm not going to read another book, whether it's the Bible, whether it's self-help, whether it's science of the mind, whether it's an investment, real estate, trucking, fashion, magazine, no matter what it is, I'm not going to read anything else or pay for another training, another life coach class, another master's class if I'm not willing to do it. So if I read it, I'm going to do it. If I go to it to hear and be trained, I'm going to follow the instruction. That's my commitment to me. So I'm saying that to you, if you hear it and you want something to be changing or if you want things to change in your life, then do what you're hearing. If you're reading it and it's resonating and you're, reading it out loud, you're reading it in your head, you're listening to it on audio, and it's calling you into action, do it. I'm a firm believer in the parable that says faith, or not even the parable, the instruction, faith without works is dead. Believing something all day long is wonderful because it starts the engine. But without doing something, you can't go. Start the engine, put in the key, start the engine, put in the key, start the engine, put in the key, never drives you to Oregon. Never takes you to the post office, never takes you to find the best deals at the mall, never takes you to the beach. It never takes you anywhere. Just starting the engine, put in the key, start the engine, put in the key, start the engine, does nothing. So I'm saying all of that to say, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can. And then you have to believe that you're worthy. Believe in yourself enough, no matter what anybody tells you. Believe in yourself enough to know that you can do it. Now, having said all of that, this past November, December-ish, I started keying in on investments. Last year, 2021, it's gone so fast, everything's so crazy, but 2021 was the first year of me actually recognizing that my 2019 idea, small voice, intuition, discernment, whatever you want to say it was, my inner spirit speaking to nudge me into investing. Now they have all of these apps, Cash App, Robinhood. They have cryptocurrencies. They have all of these different things, regular stocks and brokerages, and just everybody telling you, invest here, invest here. Well, if you don't know how to invest, where do you begin? But I heard a still small voice, my big G within, saying, take $5, put it into your Cash App stocks. Start learning slowly. And that's what I did. And over the course of a year, I kept adding money here, adding money there, adding money here, adding money there. It became so fun that my wife and I started calling everybody up saying, hey, what are you investing in? What are you investing in? And when everything shut down, I think so many people started to do new things, or things that, somebody else would say, do this or try this too. And we were trying everything to just survive. And I'll tell you all about those stories as we grow together and as we go together. But nevertheless, here we are. So I started that, made some money, and started learning about the stocks. Am I an expert? No. So that's why we're really not going to have that deep in conversation. But the conversation is about having faith and believing in myself enough to know the voice. And what the voice was teaching me is to believe with action. That action paid off. I was able to get some things that I have been longing for. I was able to start understanding what investment means as a whole and what investment means to me. To invest is to put something in so that you will have a return on what you put in, right? If you put something into something and you allow it to mature, it grows. Just like a seed. If you put the seed in the ground, you nourish it, you let it sit, you water it, you sunshine, you allow it to have sunshine. Slowly, out of the depths, the growth starts happening. So, but what that started teaching me is it's nice to have a little bit of money to the side so that it grows, so that you can do things with it. Now, I've always grown up believing, save it for a rainy day. Now, I was like Amelia Bedelia, where I actually believed when my mother said that you saved it for a rainy day. And I kept thinking, why do I want to save money and then spend it when it rains? That's not cool. But she didn't really break it down like most parents assume, especially chocolate parents. If they know it, they don't always teach it in the way that maybe you would think they would, but most of them didn't. They didn't know it. Okay, so anyway, I saved money. Then I was like, okay, I want to do something with my money. So you have people who will believe that saving only, sitting it to the side and always having a savings, never do anything with it to the rainy day. Even the rainy days come up and then I'm not going to touch that money. That's not true savings. Okay, anyway, I'm not here to really talk about that either because I'm not a finance person. I'll have some of those people come on the show and really talk about it. But I have adopted save a little, spend a little, and give a little. That way you have a nice, easy balance of taking care of yourself, taking care of others, taking care of your family and future. So I started thinking about how and what investments meant to me. Putting it in, letting it mature, right? Or putting it in and having a good return on my investment. Then I started thinking about luxury things that I love to do because I love to do a lot. Number one, I love to travel. Love, love, love. I think I was born to travel. I was born to wonder and travel and explore and see the earth. I was born to do that. But I was also born to enjoy it to the fullest, meaning I like nice things. I like nice places. I love the feel of expensive sheets, not because of the expense, but because usually it's more quality. And so therefore, usually it's more expensive. I like nice cars. I like nice houses. I like nice clothes. I love nice bags, shoes, hats. I like nice things. And nice things usually are luxury items. Luxury meaning you don't necessarily have to have that thing specifically, but it makes you feel so good. It makes things comfortable. It makes it easy. It's just a wonderful feeling when you have luxury investments, which is where the Sojazzie Girl Luxury Investments group started. And it started in my mind. I started kind of putting it out little by little. And so I said, I'm going to launch this in January for not just myself, but for other people. And again, I started this out saying, I do this, I've done this, I've done this. And I have a wonderful friend named Elva Mason that taught me I don't have to choose the one thing. I can do whatever I want to do, as many things as I want to do, because in the words of Tabitha Brown, it's my business, right? And it is my business, but it's also my passion. I'm very creative. And so therefore, I'm a kaleidoscope. I am a kaleidoscope. Turn me this way and it's this. Turn me that way, it's this. But I'm passionate about all the things that I do. Having said that, I want you to expound your mind to know that you're worthy of luxury. You're worthy of fine things, trips, cars, houses, homes, good books, good relationships. You're worthy of those things in case nobody ever told you. I'm going to tell you. So the Sojazzie Girl, voila, Jazzy, is the Sojazzie Girl Investments Group is a group of people who have decided they want luxury, but if you're coming from a place like I used to come from, and even if you're not, honey, everybody loves to save money. Everybody loves to have a dollar that stretches and looks like $5, right? So I am a complete pre-loved vintage girl. I love consignment stores. I love thrift stores. I love boutiques. I love anything that will allow me to have more for my money, great quality, great feelings about my finds. It's all in the hunt. And I love to look good and feel good at the end of the day. I mean, seriously, really and truly, what else is it? Right? So, being a personal shopper at one time and a stylist for some high-end stores, my own boutique, had a shoe store and a boutique in Atlanta, Georgia, and traveled the world doing hair, styling, hair shows, the whole nine. Things that dealt with fashion, I was all about it. Beauty, I'm all about it. Why? Because it makes, to make a person feel good by my hands or by something I say, that's the ultimate high for me, right? That's the ultimate joy for me, is to know I've been able to make somebody else feel good. So, having said that, here we are. Luxury is different for everybody. I have to have a mountain view. I was told you can't move to California, country girl from Georgia. You don't make enough money. You can't do that by yourself. You can't do that with your wife. You can't. Well, here I am in California, wonderful California that I love, that I knew I would love over 30 years ago. And I allowed too many people in my ear to tell me what I couldn't do. So I'm here once again to tell you, yes, you can do it. You can do it. What is it that you want? So here's what I'm saying to you. We're going to work together. We're going to work together. Put in the comments below. Put in the comments in the inbox. You know, wherever you can find me. And you can find me in a lot of places. Sojazzie Girl on Instagram. You can find me on Sojazzie Girl on Facebook. And you can find me on Sojazzie Girl where? On YouTube. So put in the comments what it is that you want to do this year. We're going to hold each other accountable, and we're going to find the things together. I'm going to give you some guidelines. I'm going to tell you where I go, some things that what I do. If you want me to personal shop for you as I travel the world, I'm going to do that for you. I sell luxury items, all pre-loved, all vintage, fabulous, and authentic. Keyword there, authentic. I sell originals. I sell some designers that, let me stop right here. If somebody makes something, if they design it, they're a designer. So everything that we wear are designer clothes, designer shoes, designer bags, everything is designers. The difference is what we have now placed value in, that once we invest, put our money in, it matures, and then it can be more later or at a certain time, and or hold value. So if we have not put total value as a whole society in something, and only a few people have, it may not mature as much. That's with our stocks. You know, that's why everybody runs to buy stocks. It grows, it's worth more, and so you get more. It's the same thing with luxury items, like your Hermes bags, your Louis Vuitton, your Chanel, so forth and so on, versus, let's say, your Duce bags that I used to sell many years ago. They're beautiful, they're wonderful, they're leather, the design is amazing, but not a lot of people knew about it. And at one point, I was fine with that. I didn't want what everybody else has until I understood that the value of that purse and the value of a Hermes bag, totally two different things. So now my luxury items will mature in value, and then guess what? If I'm not even here, my family can sell that bag and go put some money on a property. Why? Because I've invested properly. Right now, luxury bags have just gone crazy in value. And I really think it's due to us having been home and us realizing, us learning more, us researching and finding out and spending and finding out what is really of value and what is a good investment. So nevertheless, I'm here for you, to shop for you, to help advise you, to be your cheerleader, to have you to be mine, and so we can grow, right? I want to tell you a quick story. Hopefully it's quick. And to tell you how you don't always have to start up here to have the greatest things, but you have to start in here to believe that you can have the greatest things, right? And to believe that money is just energy. It's nothing but energy. Nothing. It is a tree. It is a piece of paper. It's painted people on it. It holds no value at all, period. It is the value we have placed in those dollar bills, that piece of paper with painted faces. It's the value we place in it that makes it huge. But in order for you to get the money, to get the things, you have to know that you can have it and that you're worthy of having it. So I've not always been in a position of having money. And I wasn't always in the belief that I deserved it, even though I might have said I was. But I remember a time when I was in a rough space and I needed, literally in that moment, $2,000. And I had no clue. Now when I say 2,000, it's like 20 bucks to me. Why? Because I've elevated my belief in it's just $20. It's just 20,000. It's just 18 million. That's fine. I have that because I believe I can. But anyway, having said that, I needed $2,000 to take care of some bills, and I had a mattress that I needed to move. And at that time, I was in a really kind of funky relationship. And so I was really by myself in the process. So I needed to move this mattress, but I didn't have a truck. The mattress was a beautiful, heavy mattress. It was brand new. I worked at a high-end furniture company at the time, and I needed to move, but I did not have the means in that moment. So I had been really concentrated on how I thought to manifest things in my life. I was really center focused on affirming and decreeing positivity and blessings over my life. Okay. So I remember saying, I don't know how it's going to be done, because that's really the main issue. And sometimes we learn that, then we forget it. Then we learn it, then we forget it, right? And so this year, 2022, we're going to read it and we're going to do it. And then it's just going to become natural. But anyway, I was really focusing, and I'm saying, God, I don't know. I said, Big G, that's my God. It's Big G. Big G, I don't know how, and I don't know where, and I don't have to. But I know that I'm going to have $2,000 and a truck today. I don't have a clue how. I don't have a clue where it's coming from, but $2,000 in a truck today. I sat with it for a few minutes, nothing. A few minutes later, I said, Big G, I don't know where it's coming from, but $2,000 and a truck to help me move this mattress is coming to me today. Nothing still didn't come. I walked around saying this, I don't know where it's coming from, but $2,000 in a truck. $2,000 in a truck is coming to me today. Kept saying it. I walked outside and I see this truck sitting in front of my apartment building at that time. And I said, I don't know who owns this truck, but that truck is going to help me move this mattress. For 30 minutes, I stood outside and said, I don't know where it's coming from, Big G, but $2,000 and a truck is coming to me today. That truck is going to help me move this mattress. After 30 minutes and of complete declaration and decreeing that that is what is going to happen to me, already know it's going to happen, not even playing this game today. This lady walked out, which was my neighbor that I did not know, and she walked toward the truck. And I said, hey, excuse me, hi neighbor. I said, would you mind helping me move a mattress? literally across the parking lot where my storage is, but I can't move it over there because I don't have a truck. So she kind of looked at me for a moment and she said, well, do you have anybody to help you? I said, yes, I do. Why? Because I had already decreed that $2,000 in a truck was going to help me move the mattress. Well, I can't lift the mattress, but in my mind, somebody's going to help me move it. And I said, yes, I do. She said, okay, well, I have a quick errand to run. I'll be right back. Bet, no problem. I'm already like, yes, Big G, thank you. I don't know how, I don't know where, but the help is coming because I have the truck. $2,000 in a truck is coming to me today. Kept saying it, kept saying it. Another neighbor walks out, never met him before, and he was on his way down. I said, excuse me, neighbor. I said, would you mind helping me move a mattress? I said, my neighbor upstairs is going to let me use her truck. She just ran a quick errand. Mind you, I didn't know if quick meant Southern quick, like she'll be back 4 hours from now, or quick, like I'm just going around the corner. I had no clue. But he was like, okay, no problem. This young man went inside. He said, well, he said, I'm not late for work, but I was on my way to work. But let me go change my clothes and then I'll help you move it. We got the mattress upstairs. Still, the truck is not there. He was like, is she coming? I said, yes, she'll just be here in a few minutes. No sooner than I said it, voila. Here comes my magic genie driving the truck. We put the mattress on the truck, take it across to the storage. Get back, he changes. I said, well, let me give you something. Mind you, I didn't have anything to give him. And he said, no worries, no worries. I was so grateful. He goes to work. I'm sitting there in so much gratitude saying, thank you, Big G, for coming through with the truck, right? Thank you for the mattress being moved. Now, $2,000 has to come to me today. Now, I don't know if you are like me, but whether it's $2,000, $2, $20,000, 20 million, 1 billion, it doesn't matter. If you don't have it, it's all the same feeling, not the same dollar amount, but the same feeling. I don't have it. I don't have a clue of how I'm going to get it. The difference is I knew I am going to have $2,000 in a truck today. Kept decreeing. My phone rings from a friend that I had not talked to, a good guy friend of mine. We went to school together. When I say years, I mean years. Calls me out of the blue. Hey, how are you doing? I said, I'm good. How are you? I'm just shooting a fat and just so like, wow, I hadn't talked to him in so long. And he said, you ran across my mind today. And I was like, wow, that's so sweet. He said, specifically, you ran across my mind. How is your finances? I didn't know how to take that because I'm thinking, who just calls out the blue and asks you how your finances is? You trying to get in my business? And I said, huh? He said, I mean, how are you? Do you need anything? I said, what? He said, do you need any help, assistance, or finances? You just ran across my mind. And I said, well, trying to play it down. I said, well, I have a few things that, I need to take care of, but, God is good. I'll get it. And he said, well, let me ask you something. He said, would $2,000 take care of you? Because if it will, I got it. And I'll give it to you. Don't even worry about it. Say what, sir? By this time, tears are running down my face. And I was like, wow. I was like, yeah, that would really cover it. And he said, well, I'm doing some things, taking care of some business because I have my own company. He said, well, let me handle that and then you can meet me. And I said, well, at this time, I don't have a car. Somebody stole my car. And so he was like, no problem. Well, give me 2 hours and I'll come and get you. We'll go to the bank, have lunch, and I'll give it to you. Let me tell you something. When I say I cried and thanked the entire world, thanked Big G, thanked my mother, thanked thanked my grandmother. I thanked everybody for teaching me to have faith. I was so elated because in that moment I felt like I'm loved, knowing I'm loved, but feeling the love and knowing that the formula was working. The formula of putting the key in, turning the ignition, and then driving my faith by my affirmation, by my decreeing, and by my belief, and my stance on it happening. True to his word, he came, we had lunch, he gave me the money, went his way. This is not a booty call friend, this is a friend, okay? I just want to make that clear. I was in a relationship that was ending, and so no, there wasn't any of that, in case you want to think that, right? Just a really good friend and in tune, obviously, with his own inner spirit. So I'm saying that to you to say what we set in this video, what we set going forward as our investments into ourselves, into our luxury items, into our families, into our global and local communities. When we believe it and act upon that belief, y'all watch, we got 12 months. This is a beginning of the year video. I'm working to do videos twice, maybe once a week, but at least twice a month, that we can kind of tap in. I'm really swamped, but I do believe that it's you and me. It's you and me. And the you and me are going to be able to conquer our desires based upon how we speak, the thoughts that are coming, how we take control of those thoughts, how we speak those thoughts, and how we act upon those words. And so I'm encouraging you today that whatever it is, whatever luxury item, whatever luxury feeling and experience you want to have, put it in the comments. Let's work on it together. I'm telling you now that some of my luxury things are a Hermes bag, a Chanel bag, and a couple of Louis Vuitton bags because I think they're cute, as well as some very huge, big, long, amazing trips. Asian trips this year, Greece this year, Bora Bora this year, and or period. I don't even have to put a timestamp. I just know that those are some of the places that I do want to go. Morocco is on my list this year, and I want to go and stay in luxury hotels, luxury Airbnbs, luxury, outdoor experiences, RVs. I don't care what it is. I just want all those things to be luxury and easy for me, and to just take a million pictures, to enjoy my life, to spend more time with my family and friends that I have not seen, and to diversify my friendship. I want some Asian friends. I used to have not a whole lot, but I did have Asian friends back in the day when I was a hairstylist. Friends from Korea, friends from Vietnam. Oh my God, they were so sweet. What happened to my Asian friends? Hello, like for real, for real. I love different cultures, and I want to do some wonderful work in Ghana with my family there. And so many things. Anyway, we'll do a checklist of all those things, but this is really about luxury investing, and luxury being what luxury means to you. Investing means putting into so that it grows, it matures, and you have more, whatever that investment is. But I just wanted to take that little bit of time to say, this is who we are, this is what we are doing. And then we'll talk in another video, maybe in a couple of days, we'll talk specifically about the luxury goods that I have. So I'm going to end right here because it could get really long. It could get really, really long. Okay. So I'm going to end right here. This is, again, Jazzie Jones-Smith, your Sojazzie homegirl. And I wear a lot of different titles and hats. You'll see those down in the comment, or you'll see them posted.
And for those that know me, I love you for sticking with me, supporting me on my kaleidoscope journey of businesses and personal. And for those that don't, I'm looking forward to getting to know you. Love you guys.